Welcome to another edition of Ask Pastor Keith. This is our 16th edition, and today we have a fairly weighty question. It's this: if my child has a question about BLM, transgenderism, identity, um, gay marriage, etc., how should I respond to that?
That is a tough question. It is. I think there is a long-term, approach and short-term approach. We have to really respect the child's developmental stage. There are certain things, they might even talk about it, and yet they have absolutely no idea. They don't have reasoning ability, or personhood has not developed to talk about certain issues. So if we just, give them short answer, it might actually separate them and have needless judgmental attitude, things like that, which is not a good character and witness of Christ. So we need to be very careful about the developmental stage and when to introduce it properly, and when to just wait out and to answer that later on. I think the parents have to really think that you are not alone. There is the pastors here in education department, and that they'll work with you, right? And so, of course, we need to pray and to cover our children, number one, and number two, be very open to our children. And yet, some of the issues tiptoed around because it's just too early for them to deal with those things. Because, as I said, they don't have reasoning abilities, or the personhood has not developed enough. They become very judgmental and those things. In a certain age, they need to be talking about this, and I think you can bring about the pastoral staff, and we have seminars sometimes and covering those issues. What does the Bible say about it? And I think there's a proper moment and teaching moment our children can understand. And looking for that moment is very important, and introduce truth that way. Otherwise, truth become a weapon, and it doesn't help them. Long-term solution could be the parents should be involved as school, not only with the local teacher level, but also a school district, and even seeking an office in the school board, district board and things like that, to make a long-term impact, and to speak for the community of faith and all that. Unfortunately, this is all around us, and in fact, they're introducing it so early on. We are flat-footed in responding to these things, but we cannot be driven into that, because we have to respect children's development, and without really considering that, our so-called help can actually be more hurtful to the children. And we trust in the Lord, and we believe that we have the right timing and understanding. So it's not alone. We are working with this other resources that we have. So parents are never alone. You shouldn't be fearful about it, but trust in prayer. And get involved in education system, and get involved with even church volunteer, and so that we can help it together in multi-direction. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that insightful answer. Join us next time for another edition of Ask Pastor Keith.